Another day, another podcast. This is Chris and
Derek. Is that what the intro is?
Or
I didn't like that.
Should it be this is Chris and Derek, or should it be like, whoa, another day, another podcast?
Absolutely not. We can't coordinate that.
Why not?
This is it. This is the intro.
Okay, well that's in. Fine. We're in it.
This is it. Fucking what's up? I'm Derek, and that's Chris.
I'm just here chilling, big chilling, making a fucking podcast in the middle of a pandemic.
Nothing better to do at this point. So fucking, what do you want to talk about, Chris?
Why not big booty bitches?
No, we can't talk about that. Talk about something more wholesome.
Jesus Christ. And why he's one of the...
Don't finish that. I'll beat you up.
I will not finish. I know you're super... How were you, like, growing up? You said you were religious.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, my stepmom, she was super cool. She got me into it, right? Like, I was going to, I started when I was, like, 5 at, it was nuts. Like, no, I was like 5. That's why I was like super into it. So like at that point, like I was still like, I was like, yeah, this makes sense. And like as I've grown up and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. I don't know. Like that's just what the faith is, right? Is just believing in it because you know it's true, because it has to be.
And that's super crazy to me because I always think. Like we're to be visited because we can't be the only ones in the universe, right?
Are we already talking about aliens?
No,
less than 2 minutes in?
No. If aliens involved in like one of my stupid theories, like, because what if we're not the only ones in the universe and they come visit our planet and they're like, yeah, we have these gods, or like, yeah, we believe in this, and they're like, we've never heard of Jesus Christ, like, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Like if an alien came down and the alien was like, who do you worship? And a guy was like, Jesus, he'd be like, never heard of him.
Well, something like that. Not that stupid and straight up, but if that were to happen, like, I feel like a lot of people would lose their, like, religious faith.
Oh, like if aliens existed, like, in general?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I'm not a big believer in the Bible. It has nothing to, well, more of, like, people holding ceremonies in church. But
I don't understand.
I went off on a little tangent. I was thinking about my uncle.
Okay.
Dude was a crazy Christian.
Your uncle?
Yeah. Crazy Christian. He, like, the way his family operated and did things really fucked up my view of, like, religion. Because it was crazy, because you worship God so much, and you do all this crazy stuff for him. Or, no, it's not crazy stuff, but you do everything you need to do like for him, and yet you still act like this shit of a person.
Right.
It's kind of crazy. It made me like see Christians in a different point of view.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I feel like that's like one of the biggest things is like, one of the biggest things, like I guess I would say against the Christian community is the fact that there are so many that are like that like they're there on Sunday for their 2 hours and then they're just terrible and two-faced Christians. Yeah, I think that's a basic because like those are the people that are like nobody should be gay. Like I mean, come on, just let it is what it is. Because like here's my thing about like the whole gay thing. If God created everybody, in His image, then like that meant He created gay people to be gay. And look, I know what it says in the Bible. I totally get it, but I feel like Jesus wouldn't go out of His way to be like, fuck the gays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Jesus would be like, look, they made, it is what it is. That's what it is, and there's nothing I can do about it at that point. I don't know.
I could see that.
That's just like the biggest thing against the Christian community is that people like are like that, and they're so like I don't want to say the word hateful, but at least like maybe like uneducated or
sure.
Like something like that, and way overly aggressive.
I'm gonna say a little bit ignorant.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, they see it like from a very short-sighted like view. They're like, this is wrong because it's wrong. But I feel like the more Christian thing to do is like, you know,
Just
you're supposed to love the person for who they are. Yeah, I mean, I read a story a couple weeks ago on Instagram about like there was like somewhere over in I don't know, there was an Islamic lady who was like trying to like pray or something like that, and like she was like people were like throwing stones at her for whatever reason, and like this group of like people who were like missionaries over there, like Christian missionaries, like instead of like just leaving it be or being like, yeah, she deserved it, like because you know that's not our religion, they had like a prayer circle around her, and like we're sitting there like taking the stone so she could pray and like get out of there. And I was like, see, like that's the shit that like God put us here for. Like that's what real Christian,
that's
like
the
Christianity
rare few.
is. Exactly,
that's the rare few. But then again, like a couple bad people, like one fucking up, you know, like the image of it will like fuck up a lot of people. I feel like that's what my uncle kind of did to me.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. It's like that one bad egg, you know, if you go to like HEB and you're trying to get a carton of eggs and you open a dozen of eggs and one of them has like a hole in it, you're gonna be like, oh, that one cost me to not want the dozen.
For sure.
Is that what it is? The rotten egg?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe it might be, but then again, like a lot of people have rotten eggs. Then it's not just one in a carton; it's the whole fucking store. That has to be it. Nah, because you can see it in like multiple people. Like I used to work at Whataburger, and it was like down the street from a church.
Okay.
Everybody who went in there was like an order, because I used to take orders. I was in the grill fry station. Everybody who would come in, or not everybody, but 3/4 of them would be fucking dicks. Mm-hmm. And like the fourth were just like some of the best people I ever met.
Right.
They're very, very, very nice.
Right.
But that's the thing. Like, I think people see more negative in the Christian, like in Christian community. I'm guessing than the positives. I mean, because that's how we look at things a lot.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Like, from like an outside view of Christianity, I feel like there is a lot more, you know, like a lot more negativity, like based on it as a whole, because you know that's like the stigma around it. You know, like I think for the first time in like. I have no idea where I got this information from. It's just a statistic I think I might have heard somewhere. But I think for the first time in like since the beginning of America, I think like the Christian religion is like a minority now or something like that. So I feel like it's like slowly being like looked at like that. I mean, but I totally get why. Like I see the on Facebook when I see an NFL post something about Colin Kaepernick, and like all the 10 comments are like, good, like he should have stood. And I'm like, I mean, look, you can't only believe in your rights when it benefits you, you know, like his freedom to like kneel, like that's part of what being an American is your ability to protest that. Like I don't think it was disrespectful. Now I see the thing now where people are like burning the flag and stomping on the flag. I feel like that's way more disrespectful. I'm like, that's not cool at all. That's guys.
Definitely not cool.
Yeah, like. And I'm not even, like, a super huge fan of America. Like, but I'm still like, oh, come on, guys, you know?
It's crazy, because I promise to God, when I was little, they said if you let the flag touch the floor, you had to burn it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of my neighbors were, like, burning that shit. Because they were, like, big fans of Mexico. Well, that's where they're from. They're showing pride in their country. But... is it alright to do that when you're living in?
I don't think so. Yeah, I mean,
because you have your own choice too. Yeah. So that's
and
they're exercising alright.
Yeah, but I can completely understand the idea of like loyalty to your nation. Also, like you said, they were from Mexico, so I totally understand being like Mexico is my homeland, but it doesn't matter like from where your homeland is. Where you are is your home, and I feel like if that home is doing anything for you, if you are living in that home or country, like I feel like, especially if you came from another one, I feel like you should be like, I'm grateful to be able to like thrive in this country, you know. And I feel like
patriotic to both.
Yeah,
that has to be a split.
Not even like super patriotic one way, just respectful enough to be like, I respect. Like if I went to Mexico and I had a horrible time in Mexico, if everybody was mean to me, if I got lost, if it was a terrible time in Mexico, and I spent like 3 months there, like I would never burn the flag because of, you know, I'm like, fuck this, America is better. You know, it would be because I don't have too much respect for it because of, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just a personal feeling. I've never been to Mexico, so maybe I would absolutely be like, ugh, gross.
Well, my parents, they were born in Salvador. Right. So they come from Salvador seeking, not refuge, I mean, like 20 years before they were. Because they went through their Civil War.
In Salvador?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was
like
a Civil War over there.
Well, kind of. Because it was like the rebels versus the government. Because the government was like fucking people over. After that happened, people started fluctuating to the USA. Alright, to United States. And then finally the government was like, where are all these people coming from? And why are they coming from there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were already like, you know how Spain did to Cuba?
Yeah.
They were, I forgot what's the word.
Seceded?
No, well, they don't own them. It's like when the U.S. lost hold of the Philippines.
I don't know the U.S. lost hold of. I didn't know the U.S. ever had hold of the Philippines.
Yeah, dude. I think there was a little war about that. I forgot. I totally lost my original train of thought. It was. I guess they annexed or they split apart.
They Brexited.
Not really. Well, like they kind of had their own choice, but then like they started like the rebels were like taking it super far. Well, I mean, because they felt strongly like that. The people over there were getting like it was bad. It wasn't good. So I'm guessing when the U.S. got more involved, then the government kind of like loosened the leash on like its citizens, and then, like now they have more of a choice. But it's really corrupt over there
in Salvador.
Yeah,
I believe it, dude. It's pretty much corrupt like most of the places I know.
And it's scary because like everything just for money, and like money carries such a value
over there. Or it's just in general, I guess.
In general, in life, you're like everybody wakes up for fucking cheddar, shit like that. Oh, that's what they say. Once you have that money, what do you do?
Spend it, playa. You blow it up.
I just want to let the people listening know that we're sitting like 2 feet apart, away from each other.
Oh, did I spit on you?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what you were. I thought that's what you were upset about.
No, I'm not upset. But this is how it's all happening. I just want to let y'all know we're super under the influence. Not saying any substance or any drink. Alright. What the fuck was I saying?
I don't know, but thank you for that.
I had to. Just so they know. If they haven't noticed by now.
This was going on my Facebook page, bro. Sorry, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
I'm just kidding.
No, he's not.
Yes, I am. But this is how it goes.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll carry the conversation.
Wait. I just want to say that we're drinking cane sweet tea.
Yeah.
And it's actually really, really good. I know we had this conversation earlier, but cane sweet tea is up there. I don't know if it's a Texas. Is it a Texas thing?
Canes.
I'm pretty sure they have some in other states. But I think it's like a.
But you know what we should talk about, buddy? That's more interesting than sweet tea.
What?
What's your top 5 video games all time?
Top 5 video games of all time.
Yeah, buddy.
Definitely has to be Far Cry 3.
So Voss. My only problem with Far Cry 3 is Voss should have absolutely been the final villain. When you kill him and I'm like, oh, that was only Act 2, and like the last guy comes in who I don't even remember his fucking name because he wasn't nearly as cool as Voss.
He wasn't that good.
Dude, I was so, like, that's...
But the scary thing is he made Voss, so maybe he's calmed down now since he's gotten older.
But Voss should have been the bag. He should have been the final
I feel
guy.
like they could have made Far Cry 4 about Voss's, main, like, the one who mentored him in a way.
The guy that you fought at the end of Far Cry 3.
Yeah, they should definitely make that in Far Cry 4. Because Far Cry 4 was like a totally different thing, which I don't like. Well, I
never played it. I bought Far Cry 4 for one reason. Because I turned 17. And you could buy rated M games when you were 17. And I wanted to get carded so I could be like, yeah, I'm 17 player. What's up? today actually. But the only game I saw that I would be like even slightly interested in playing was Far Cry 4. And I was like, I'm gonna get it. So I went up there. I bought the game. He didn't even card me, and then I literally never opened it.
What a fuck, dude! Oh my god, I hate you for that. Far Cry 4 deserved better.
I'm sure it did, dude. I saw like gameplay of it, and I was like, this game looks amazing. I should open it and play it right now. And then I was like, or I could play some more Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, I know we went off tangent. I want to get back to the other 4 games, but Far Cry 3 is one of the best, and I noticed it in a lot of people who played it. Far Cry 3 is one of their favorite games.
Yeah, and Blood Dragon's really good too.
I didn't play Blood Dragon.
Really good. Would recommend.
But a lot of people mention. Because you could probably get like a different perspective from an Xbox player and a PS4 player. So there's obviously some bias, but I feel like some people do come together on a single game that are like, this is one of the greatest fucking games. And one of those games, I think, is GTA 5. I feel like that's like
revolutionized. I mean,
crazy.
Changed the industry.
It really did. I mean, I don't. When did microtransactions start? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare?
I feel like that. I don't think that was the probably what? FIFA, right? Packs? FIFA packs? And Madden packs?
FIFA had a lot of Ultimate Team, and you would want to... It slowly started it. Because you get FIFA... You could buy packs with coins or FIFA points. Mm-hmm. But I forgot when they introduced that, and I felt like once like the Call of Duty community heard about that, or like the people who make Call of Duty, they definitely like followed that model.
Oh yeah, I mean, and so did EA, like Overwatch and stuff like that, becoming all about like loot boxes and stuff. Like I feel like that's why they gave us Apex. They gave us Apex because they're like, hey, here's a free game because we charge you way too much for everything else.
Dude, they really did that.
Yeah. And Apex I'm super into recently.
I love Apex Legends. I feel like it's on my top 15.
I played it before Season 1, like the beta. Before, I think Octane was the first DLC character. It was before Octane was in it. I played it for like 2 weeks, and I was super into it. I got one win when the plumber was over fixing our thing. And here we go, holy fucking shit! And then he lost his shit in there because I screamed. And then I stopped playing, and then I just started playing again during this whole quarantine. I'll tell you what, buddy. It's gotten pretty good.
Yeah. You have to get good because Apex is one of those games that's gonna demand some of that skill.
Yeah, I started playing with my brother because my brother's like a monster at video games. Straight up, I think I'm pretty decent at some video games. He's good at pretty much every video game. So we get it, or I tell him I'm like, download it. I need people to play with because I'm sick of playing with like random people. Yeah. I play with one normal person and a random. So he downloads the game. We play second fucking game. We get a win, and he has like 4 kills. And I was like, okay. Next day, I get on, and he was like, yeah, I have like 3 W's. I dropped a 20 kill game, and I was like, dude, okay, let's go. Like, hard carry me. We played like 20 games and didn't place higher than 3rd. And then like I was like, I'm getting off, and he's like, okay. And then like 20 minutes later, he sent me a picture. He's like, gotta win, kill leader. And I was like, what is that? Come on. Oh, dude.
I didn't notice I was getting good at Apex, so probably at the end of Season 2, I knew I was going to fucking take over. So Season 3, I went off. I have, like, probably over, like, I know it's not a lot compared to people who hardcore play it, but I probably have, like, 2,000 kills between all my characters.
Alright, that's not bad, buddy.
Which is crazy. So I was fucking people up. Season 3, Wraith was unnerved. I was beating bitches' asses. Like, back to back, dude. Like, I kid you, like, it was just like, every game, like, when I wouldn't win, I'm like, oh.
I don't know if a visual joke is going to work on an audio podcast, Chris.
Well, I don't know. I kind of expect this to get, recorded on a video camera.
Well, I mean, maybe. Right now we're doing it in the kitchen at 10:45.
It's 10:40, fucking.
Nobody says 10:40. Nobody says 10:40. Whatever.
Why?
What are your other video games you like?
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna name 3 and then I'll talk about it individually.
Yeah, let's do that.
I noticed we go on tangent. I want to say the Call of Duty series.
You can't say the whole series. You gotta choose one.
I'm just gonna say the game that really got me into it.
Was it Black Ops 2?
It was a little bit of Modern Warfare 3, and then Black Ops, and I Modern Warfare 3, and then I started playing Black Ops after Modern Warfare 3, and then when Black Ops 2 came out, I was a monster.
Modern Warfare 2 was my favorite. I was so good at Modern Warfare 2.
I'm saying so. Black Ops 2 is one of my top favorites. Oh, I want to say like I played the Elder Scrolls, and I loved it, and I've only played it for like I only replayed it like once. So like, and the fact that I only replayed it once left such an impact on me. So like, I want to put it up there, but did I give it enough time to respect it enough? Cause I didn't play a lot.
Right. Oh, you just played through it, and then you're like, okay, like you didn't like play like deep into it.
I did everything I could in that game, and like I did it within a short amount of time. And the fact that it left a deep impression that is really good, like carried on throughout all these years. So I have a lot of respect for it.
Because you're still such a like a fan of it. Gotcha.
But I don't want to include them.
Oh.
I do though.
I feel like Skyrim's probably in my top 5.
It has to. I'm gonna say Skyrim.
I would say Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto are probably the two like most revolutionary games that have had like that I've experienced personally, because Skyrim changed the open world RPG forever, and then Grand Theft Auto came around and modernized it, and it was.
You know where they low-key got influence from? No.
Hit me with it.
Minecraft.
You think so?
No, because there was a little bit. There was Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, I think, and it came out before Minecraft.
Did Oblivion come before Minecraft?
I think so.
We're not going to fact check it.
I'm not gonna Yeah, fuck that. I don't care. It's my fucking time.
Well, we'll go to the next one. So you got Far Cry 3, Black Ops 2, Skyrim. I need 2 more.
4th, Minecraft. I love fucking Minecraft. Minecraft changed the game. I don't care.
Dude, Minecraft is great.
There's so much respect for Minecraft. Dude, everybody has they're like, dang.
Everybody has fucked with Minecraft. Everybody.
At one point in their lives, before they went off to their own like favorite genres, everybody played Minecraft and was like, this game is like really good.
Yeah.
I still play it from time to time. I go off on my little tangents. I'll play it for like 3 months straight.
And then you'll just like drop it for like a year and a half, and you'll be like, I should play some Minecraft.
It comes and goes.
Yeah, I got you.
So Minecraft, and that's my 4th. My 5th is probably gonna be. It's too hard. It's way too hard. You're gonna have to come back to me on that.
All right.
Well, what about one of yours?
I'll hit you with mine. Here's my top 5 list. Okay, I'm gonna go with Kingdom Hearts 3. Fucking everything about that game is fantastic, except for the Frozen level. The Frozen level is so upsetting and so disappointing, but everything else about that game is great.
Maybe I'm uncultured, but I never liked Kingdom Hearts.
Dude, it's kind of like Final Fantasy. Like the people who are into it are super into it. I love Kingdom Hearts. I've always been like a big Disney guy, and like my dad's mom, I call her my mom. She's the absolute coolest. She's super into Disney. So like growing up, like when I was staying with them, like that's what we would do, watch Disney movies. So when I was like, oh my gosh, it's like an adventure game with Disney characters, I was sold. So like I remember playing Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PlayStation 2, and then waiting so long for Kingdom Hearts 3. So long, like the announcement, and then the delay, and then the launching with the PlayStation 4, and then the delay and launching with the Xbox One. I bought an Xbox One because it was supposed to come out for the Xbox One, and then it didn't, and then it got delayed again. Like, no joke, I was working at O'Reilly at the time. I called in sick so I could for 2 days so I could stay home and play Kingdom Hearts 3. And it was the first game that I've had like such a deep connection with in my adult life when I wasn't a child. Well, like recently, it's been the game that's connected with me the most, like since for a long time. So that's got to be on there just because of like those 2 days of just pure amazingness. I'm gonna go with Pokemon Emerald because the Hoenn region is my absolute favorite, and Emerald is the best out of those games. Skyrim for sure.
I got my last one.
What's your last one?
It's a tie. It's a tie. They're both tied for 5th place. I'm gonna say Halo, the Halo series. I have to say Halo series.
Reach is the best one though.
I love Reach. I have a lot of respect for it. I'm a big Halo. Like when it comes out, I'll play it. Like, I'll play it for like 6 months, and then I won't play it at all, and then until the next game comes out. But it's tied with Halo and Uncharted.
Oh,
Uncharted series. No, it has to be Uncharted series. I love the third. I love the fourth.
I haven't played the fourth.
You haven't?
I haven't. So that's your sixth. That's your sixth top five. What'd I tell you? I told you. Skyrim, Kingdom Hearts 3, Pokemon Emerald. I'm going to go with dude, you put me on the spot. Breath of the Wild. Majora's Mask. Breath of the Wild is amazing. Absolutely fantastic. The most visually stunning game I have ever seen in my entire life. But Majora's Mask, because it's so spooky and just weird, and I love Majora's Mask so much. It's the best Zelda game. Everybody else, fucking get over it, I guess. And for a fifth, trying to think of like a game that like I've just like played so many times. Skyrim's pretty much that one. I've bought in Skyrim like 8 different times, all the remasters and DLCs and stuff.
Last one.
Let's talk about something else. I'll think of another one.
I want to go more towards the topic of the topic of music. Because I feel like music plays such a, just like video games, but I feel like it has even a deeper impact. Music has influenced the culture we live in today.
Mm-hmm.
It determines like people's like clicks. It, you know, like what you're planning to do the next day, how you speak, and also how you learn. Because I feel like you can learn a lot from like metaphors and like alliterations, euphemisms, just all in like music.
Yeah.
But different genres for different folks, different strokes. It's kind of crazy because I know a lot of people say they listen to every genre.
But they don't. They never do.
They never do. I feel like I'm one of those people. I'm not like one of those people, but I say I listen to every genre. It's only the genres I like. And well, I like a couple, like a couple. So that's why I like to say like every genre, but every genre is only new genres every day. It's everlasting, you know. It's like it's only increasing. New genres come out every day.
What? New genres come out every day?
Yeah, like of music.
How do you figure, like a new artist,
or like it starts off with one artist and then it goes like to 3 and then to 5 people doing it and then like everybody likes it.
Right. Like mumble rap. What's your opinions on that?
I know you fucking hate it.
I don't like mumble rap.
There's a lot of
I like hip hop, like Logic, Chance. Really like Chance. Kendrick. I've gotten into Travis. I've never really been super into rap music until you started, as you say, putting me on. But like I like that more than I like Lil Pump. Uh-huh. No, thank you. Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty. If you have Lil in front of your, not a fan. If you have Lil in your name at all, I like that. I don't like the like. I tried listening to Lil Peep, not into that. And I even tried listening to Mac Miller, like you told me to, and like I just tried so hard. It wasn't for me.
Mac Miller is like,
dude, I have mass respect for him. Like I know like
his
what
music is beautiful. It describes itself, especially his last few albums that really came out was like really, you know, describing him as a character.
Well, see,
or describing his life as not character.
Everybody told me to listen to Self Care, so I tried to, and like I've listened to it so many different times, and I can never it's never connected with me the way everybody has told me it will. And then I've listened to like his whole album a week ago. I remember the name of the album, his most recent one. The last one he did, I guess, before he passed. And like I couldn't get into it. I tried so hard. I really did. It wasn't quite for me. I feel like I could get so far like into the hip hop like rap like genre, but like at some point like I'm just like I'm maxed out there. Like no more. This is what I like. But I mean, listen to what you want to listen to, man. Awesome. If that music makes you feel a certain way, then then cool, dude. I'm happy for you. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like everybody just has that one point where they stop. You know.
Yeah, like I'll listen to like I guess you could say pop music, but like if you're not gonna catch me like bumping, you know, Katy Perry or anything like that. No disrespect to Katy Perry.
I love Katy Perry.
Oh,
I was so upset when she had a kid.
Why?
Because she was my celebrity crush.
Dude, mine was Ashley Tisdale. Her and then Ronda Rousey.
Her and Megan Fox. That's now kind of like it's Margot Robbie. She comes and goes.
I'm not a fan of Margot Robbie. I was gonna tell you a Margot Robbie story, but I don't want my parents hearing it. I'll tell you later.
Oh shit! I forgot. This is going towards. Okay. I like Margot Robbie, but have you ever heard of Emily Ratajkowski?
I have no idea who that
Dude,
is.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw her in the movie, We Are Your Friends, I love that. It was top 10 movie for me.
That's that Zac Efron one where he
DJ.
DJs. Yeah.
I just think I connected with the music or maybe the feeling, and that's why I like enjoyed it so much. But in that movie, she goes off. That's all I gotta say. In that movie, she went off. She did it. And she did it well. That's it. I don't know, and like she's a healthy feminist. Like she's advocating always for like their community, which is really respectable of her.
She's not gonna listen to the podcast, dude.
I know that, but I'm just she will one day. She will one day.
You think so?
Yeah.
We'll tweet it at her. We'll do like a bot tweet and just send it to her until she reads the notification.
Like, what the fuck?
With the timestamp, and she'll just hear that clip and she'll be like, "I have no context of what's going on."
No, but yeah, no, that was when I was younger. But
that was what the movie came out like a year ago.
It's still there though. It's definitely still there, but I think it was just an impulsive decision.
What, to be into her?
No, I just do a lot of shit out of impulse. So
what's the last impulsive thing you did? Buy a couch?
No, that was bad though. That's one of my most notable ones.
On Jamie's birthday.
No,
yeah,
it was the day. No, was it?
Yeah, because then
it was.
Yeah.
That's the day I bought it. No, it wasn't her birthday.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
When we were moving the couches now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It doesn't matter, buddy. I got my fifth one for you.
It was.
I got my fifth one.
I was a shitty person for that. I'm so sorry.
I got my fifth one.
Okay, what?
Fucking Ty the Tasmanian. No, Smash Brothers Melee. Smash Brothers Melee.
Smash Brothers?
Smash Brothers Melee for the GameCube.
Holy fuck. I didn't play I only played Super Smash Flash, and I love that.
You've played a lot of Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've also lost a lot of Smash Brothers Ultimate.
What?
You've lost.
I've heard of Smash Brothers, but I never actually played it.
Oh yeah.
I only played Super Smash Flash, in which I was a master of.
Well, okay. If we're leaning up close to the mic for a second, I currently have like a 36-2 record when it comes to me and Chris playing Smash Brothers. Same with Madden too.
No,
I'm good at like 3 games, but the 3 games I'm good at, I'm pretty fucking good at.
When we first started playing Madden, we were head ahead.
When we first started playing Madden, it's weird because when you play Madden like by yourself, I like to see my play art before I do the play, and you can't do that when you play on the same screen. But what used to get me was the running quarterback, and I could never answer it. Then I was like, oh, I'll just, instead of dropping a lineman out of coverage, I'll just drop, or a linebacker, I'll just drop my 2 middle guys into the fucking sneak, and then I won't be able to sack him, but he won't be able to run, and I'll get there eventually. And then when I figured that out, it's been game over, and I think you've lost every game since I started doing that.
No, I've won like 4. I've literally won like 4 ever since you started doing it, but the rest you have won.
I have.
So you definitely have a lead in that. I'm not gonna lie, but in my defense, I only play when I play you, and like last Friday was like the only day I've ever played Madden with somebody else.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
So,
but
I barely play. That's saying that I barely play, but I do get whooped.
Remember when we played FIFA, and it was the first time I've ever played FIFA, and you beat me like 12-1.
Yeah, you were doing good for like the first 30 minutes.
I did great. I scored a goal. It was like 1-1 up until the second half.
It was 3-1 up until the second half.
Yeah,
and then it went to 10 or 12. Nah, yeah,
I think it was 12-1. Point is, I got my ass kicked.
The same thing I would do to you. You know how we're playing in Madden?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's one of my best friends. I love him to death. But in FIFA, we've been playing FIFA since FIFA 14, and he would play on his own sometimes, and the majority of the times he would play it with me, and I've only lost to him twice, and that's because.
And you've been playing for 6 years?
Since FIFA 14, I've only lost to him twice, and every game I beat him like 12-1. Every game for 6 years, I've been beating him like 12-1. Our record is like 497-2. I promise to God, it's literally in the 400s. Might not be 497, but it's definitely in the 400s. We played so much throughout high school. And I would kill him every time, and the fact that he still hasn't gotten better, because he's not too good with games.
But that's his thing. Yeah, his thing is FIFA. That's the one game he plays, and he's not good at.
And Madden, Madden and FIFA, and he's kind of not good at it. But I love you to death, Valentine. But that's how it be sometimes. But the thing is, like, and I always beat him 12-1. And like I do it not only did I do it to him for 6 years, like my whole friends, like all we did was play FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
They were really good. I still get beat by them. Like Friday I played Alex and I lost, but before that I beat him 5-1. It was my first game back in 3 weeks. But,
excuses?
Huh?
Excuses?
I like to say that because it's true, but then you shouldn't have excuses. And I own up to it. I just feel like it's not fair for it. Like, if you don't play in a long period of time, you're kind of be a little rusty. You're going to be a little rusty. But I'll still be whooping your ass.
Oh, goodness.
Like, in Madden, I want to play you in Madden so bad. Because I want to... Dude, I will beat you.
So, I have an interesting topic I just thought about.
What?
Tattoos, buddy. What's your next tattoo?
What do you mean next tattoo? I don't have a tattoo.
I thought you had a tattoo.
No, I only do that. I only send fake pictures.
Okay.
So I can scare my parents. Because they hate tattoos.
Have you done that to your parents?
Yeah.
You sent them a fake picture or a fake tattoo picture?
My mom had a heart attack.
Which one was it?
I bought one for Halloween. It was a fake sleeve tattoo.
The sleeve.
And she thought it was real. And she was going to come to San Antonio and take me out of college.
Oh, goodness. I could have... Oh, dude, I thought you had one. That's my bad. I have a bunch. You went with me to get one. That's why.
When did I?
Yeah,
I never saw you.
You went with me when I got my Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were there. I guess I just remember being at the parlor with you. That makes way more sense. If you were to get a tattoo, what would you get?
I want to go big. I want to get half a sleeve, but...
What would you get on your half sleeve?
And that's what I've been wondering, because all these designs I have in my head, would they still carry value throughout, or like down the line?
Value, like emotional value, or like
any type of value. All emotions are equal.
That didn't answer my question.
Okay,
at all.
Well, I'm guessing a little bit of emotional value, because what's big to you now might not be big to you later on.
Right.
But the thing is, leave an impact on it.
Yeah, my thing with that is because like my first tattoo was my Batman pop on my shoulder, and like I'm still super into Batman, and I still have my pops, but like I've stopped collecting. You know, I haven't bought a pop in like probably close to a year, but like even though I'm not like super into it now, I could look at it now and be like, hey. Even though it was only like 3 years ago, I remember like where I was like at that point in my life. And like when I'm 35 and when I'm 60, I'm gonna go, man, I remember what it was like to be 18. Like I remember that, you know. So I feel like that's more like, even if I go, you know what, Batman's the worst. I'm done with it. I hate him, and also I hate Funko Pops. I'll look back at that and be like, you know what, but I liked being 18.
So it could be like a timestamp at a point in your life.
Exactly, yeah.
And what you went through. I mean, that's going to hold a lot of value down the line.
Yeah, for sure. Like, my skull on my calf is the same way.
Imagine explaining it to whoever who's asking. Like, your kid asked one day, you just have to explain. It's going to sound a little dumb.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I feel like that's also would be cool. I think it'd be cool to, like, tell my kid, be like, let me tell you about fucking when Daddy was a kid. You know what? Is that a dog? It is a dog.
Okay, so sorry about that, but something came up. I had to go take a piss.
Oh my goodness.
But first, the dog was howling, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is it howling? And then I go upstairs to go take a piss. I see a huge ass fucking... I saw a huge, like, at least... You know, it was... I have a pug, okay? It was like half the size of my pug. I shit you not. It was running down a shelf like Master Splinter. That dude was fast as fuck. It's living rent-free here, and it scared the fuck out of me. And I hate I like killing it because I hate it. But...
Oh, goodness.
And now I have a broom next to me. But literally that kind of shook me up. So, you know...
You had to take a minute.
We took a minute. But, yeah, that's what
I totally forgot where we were, but that's great because with how incredibly incoherent this podcast has been so far, I feel like the next best thing is just hop into a random topic. So, Chris, what's your opinion on the Star Wars movies?
I hate it.
Oh, boo.
Never seen it.
Oh, then you don't hate it.
And will never watch it.
Oh, boo!
Ignorance satisfies us.
Oh, why won't you watch Star Wars? What's your...
Dude, I look at it and I'm like, man, this shit looks like it sucks. I'm like totally judging a book by its cover.
Dude, episode 1, 2, and 3 suck. Episode 7, 8, and 9 suck. But episode 4, 5, and 6 are pretty good.
So only 3 keep the franchise alive.
The original trilogy is amazing, and like I'm not even one of the super toxic fans that hate like the prequels or the sequels. They're all okay. Everybody pretends they're a lot worse than they actually are, except for the sequels. The sequels are garbage. The Last Jedi is trash.
Like the one with Kylo Ren? Or
Kylo Ren?
Kylo Ren?
Yeah.
Like those few have been garbage?
Yeah, no, straight up. Fucking episode 7 is just episode 4. Like, it's literally copy-pasted. They're like, it's a death... At one point, in actual line, it's like, oh, it's the Death Star. And the guy's like, no, it's bigger. And that's literally what the movie is. It's just a bigger Death Star. I was like, oh, that was pretty lazily written, wasn't it?
Do you think they did it because of the money? That obviously that's the reason why
absolutely.
They did it. That's why they bought Lucasfilms.
Yes, absolutely.
It's money. I feel like just the hype off of it alone
can
just attract views.
Yeah, straight. I mean, the same thing. Like the reason Avengers Endgame was so big was
I have a lot to talk about that.
The reason Avengers Endgame was so huge is because of the anticipation. I mean, what 10 years we waited?
No. Okay, well.
We wait, and then we had to wait. I think we had to wait 10 years for Infinity War, and then we had to wait a year from then to watch it.
And the thing is that
anticipation.
The ending of Infinity War will always be remembered. I promise you, God.
I thought I knew. I was like, "There's no way he's gonna get all the stones. What they're gonna do is they're gonna fucking." I was like, "They're going to he's gonna get like 2 or 3 stones max in Infinity War,
a 2-part movie.
and then the second part he's gonna like." You know, he's going to get him, and then they're going to stop him from snapping. And then I went to the movie theater at 9 o'clock at night on Thursday night, double advance screening, 2 days before it came out in McAllen, Texas. And he snapped, and everyone disappeared, and the screen went black, and the entire stadium... Nobody made a sound. We all just like stood up and walked out, and literally no sound. Nobody was like, "Wow, what an ending!" Nobody said, "Dude, it was like it was like a funeral procession."
Dude.
Like,
usually, when I went, I was supposed to go with all my friends because we watched every Marvel movie by ourselves,
right?
Or like in the group.
You guys never watched them together.
You know, we always watched them together.
Oh, okay.
And so this time I went with Jamie instead of them. Mm-hmm. Sorry, boys. But we went in there. I went in there. It's gonna be a 2-part movie. You know, Captain Marvel's gonna come out in the second and help out the Avengers, and that's one. She's gonna take over for Captain America. Mm-hmm. His contract's about to be up. So is Robert Downey Jr.'s. I was thinking Black Panther's gonna be a staple in this movie. Comes out Infinity War. I end up watching that bitch. Sobbing. I shit you not, somebody was like yelling. Like, I promise to God. It was when we were walking out. And the third one was just silence. It was crazy.
Dude.
It was crazy. Jamie was crying her eyes out for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I was just shook. I was like, fuck you, Russo brothers. Fuck you, Thanos. I will fucking end you.
Dude, what about when Spider-Man dies, bro?
Dude.
Gets me every time. Every single time. When he's like, Mr. Stark, I don't want to go. And I'm like, I don't want you to go either. Please don't. And then he does. And there's nothing I can do to stop it.
That's going to be a staple. That's going to be a staple.
Dude, it was so good. And then Endgame.
I just want to say one
dude, you finish it, yeah.
Vision.
Dude.
Got destroyed.
Dude, peeled his fucking stone out like a sticker on an apple.
Dude,
like, no
after
problems.
he got killed by Wanda. Wanda has to see that twice.
Dude, he has to experience
And then
twice.
she actually dies.
Yep.
And then she actually dies. So when she comes back, she's a bad bitch.
She's been dead. She's seen her husband die 2 times. She had to kill him once. And then she basically fucking stops Thanos. Like, don't get me wrong, Captain Marvel was okay. And, like,
hated it.
dude, I was not a super fan. Like, the flirkin was awesome. That was my favorite part. The flirkin was so cool.
The cat, right? The cat.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that was the best part.
Straight up. But then fucking, they were like, she's the hero. And I was like, I would much prefer Scarlet Witch. I like her way more.
Scarlet Witch, I think it's because, like, she was built on, like, the death of other characters, and that's what built her up to be like that.
Yeah, I mean, because her brother died in Ultron. Yeah, and then, remember when he was probably the first big death in the MCU, right? Or I guess, like, the first, like, main character. He was the first Avenger to die.
Quicksilver. Right? What a useless guy.
Dude,
the most useless guy
it's a shame.
ever.
And the X-Men movies, like, I love the X-Men, but the X-Men movies are trash.
Were so garbage.
But the X-Men Quicksilver scenes, when everything's slow motion, so good. Super good. The best scenes in all of them. The one where they're getting Magneto out from the Pentagon, and the guy has the glass bullets, and he's like moving them. So good.
I thought it was plastic.
It might be. I thought it was glass. I saw it like twice, and I didn't like it either time.
Well, okay, I'm gonna go back to Endgame.
Yeah, you go back.
Wait a year. You know, throughout this year, I'm looking up videos on like speculations of what the plot could be, and then towards like the last 2 months, there was like 3 main theories, and then a month before there was like 1 main theory.
The one where Ant-Man crawls up Thanos' butt.
No, dude, I was like, man, why couldn't Doctor Strange just cut off his Thanos' arm?
Dude, how come we couldn't just cut off his head with his fucking wham wham move? So upset.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Yeah, come on. He did it to the other guy earlier in the movie.
Obsidian.
Yeah, Obsidian Maul. In the movie, he does it to him.
Man,
why couldn't he do that later?
When you step in the theaters, you already have like a sense of dread of what you're expecting the movie to be, or what are you expecting the movie to happen? Like what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
First 3 minutes, I knew it was gonna be bad. And I didn't know it was going to be that bad.
Oh, with Hawkeye losing
his family.
Dude.
But thing is, I feel bad for a lot of Hawkeye
Spoilers
fans.
alert, by the way.
No, if you haven't seen the movie by now, screw you.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That's rude.
But the thing is, I don't like Hawkeye.
Dude,
he deserved to die.
Oh.
He deserved to die.
No way.
Black Widow, man, it would have been her and Bruce. They would have made Hulk babies. He would have crushed her. But I feel like she should have lived. But thing is, her contract was ending too. So,
but she got her solo movie.
Yeah,
which is the only movie coming out this year now.
That's
the only MCU
suck.
movie. Oh.
Dude, the Winter Soldier and Captain Falcon were supposed to come out this fall.
Well, that's a Disney Plus show.
Yeah,
not a movie.
It's still part of the.
Yeah, I know, but it's not a movie. It's a TV show. I'm talking about MCU movies.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah, there's not going to be another one besides Black Widow this year.
But Endgame, the whole time you're watching, you're like, what's next? What's next? Look at them. They're all defeated.
Dude, when they kill Thanos in the opening 15 minutes,
and you're like, what the fuck?
Dude,
next?
I was there opening night. Both opening nights, I was in McAllen for the Comic-Con down there. So I was there early, and I was like, I had to see these because I got to sell all these fucking nerds tomorrow. So I have to see this. Also, you know, I really wanted to. It wasn't.
Nah,
It wasn't strictly
it was
business.
a business fucking movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Guess what? Avengers sucks. There, I said it. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm sorry.
You're gonna get.
But dude,
received death threats.
the 20 minutes goes in, and Thor wham. I went for the head. I like looked over to Mike and I was like, "Is this movie clipped wrong? Like, did the guy in the booth messed up?" And he was like, "I don't know." Then it goes dark and goes 5 years later, and I was like, "Okay."
2023.
Yeah. And then I was looking at a mouse, and that mouse was the hero of Endgame,
Dude.
the one that frees Ant-Man.
And people say that's the Mickey Mouse for Disney. You know how Disney owns Marvel, but
Yeah.
that's a fucking rat.
But that was the rat that we saw over there.
Fucking big ass rat, the size of your fucking microwave, dude.
Oh my goodness gracious! Here they come. Sorry for another interruption. The dogs have been getting restless. We're gonna finish talking about these Marvel movies real fast, and then I think we're gonna wrap it up. We just finished talking about Endgame for a little bit. What are your favorite Marvel movies? Like, if you had a top three, I'd say your top three Marvel
Top three,
movies.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is solid.
Endgame.
Okay. You like Endgame or Infinity War more?
Endgame and then Civil War.
So really,
Yeah.
not a big. Civil War is great. It's just like Avengers 2.5.
It's
like
that's why it was a Captain America movie.
I know.
That's,
Not Avengers 2.5.
Yeah.
I like Doctor Strange is in there. Doctor Strange is top three. Ragnarok, because Ragnarok is great, and also I have a huge man crush on Jeff Goldblum, and the Grandmaster is my favorite MCU character.
Dude, I hated him.
Why?
Dude, he was like the most useless.
No, remember
I
when he's
hate
like,
him.
"I pardon you from life," and he gets him with the melt stick, and he's like, "Oh, I'm stepping in it. What is this?"
I don't like him.
So good. And then I'm gonna go with Winter Soldier, because Winter Soldier is a fantastic movie, and I know it's not the funny, happy, cheery, like, comedy Marvel that everybody likes now, but it is an amazing movie, and you better start putting some respect on it.
Dude, thing is, Marvel movies have changed from like a more darker
I
to
know.
a more last. I don't like.
And you know
that.
who I blame for that?
Who?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
You think so?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But don't get me wrong. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like, dude, straight up, hell yeah. I was like, don't start, because I'll start singing in the last 9 minutes of this video. We'll just go, dude. No, I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
There's a lot of
1
respect
and 2 is
for it.
so good. Like I'd say if I had a top 5, like those would be my top 3, and then 4 and 5 would be Guardians 1 and 2. I
Guardians
love
would
them,
be
but they were
there.
definitely when the MCU like changed its it was such a paradigm shift, and they were like, oh well, these movies are so successful because of how different they are. And then at the time, DC was like, we could be dark too, and people were like, I think Marvel was very smart, being like, well, we'll get out of like the strictly dark before people get tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then DC, they were
Justice
like,
League, the biggest flop.
oh, so bad.
I was upset.
So bad. Justice League was so bad. I was the CGI on Steppenwolf.
Dude, was terrible.
When they had a CGI Henry Cavill's mustache. Look, I'm gonna
Mustache.
shave my beard for work. If that man didn't shave his beard to be Superman, he shouldn't be Superman. Commit to it. Come on, dude. And this so shitty scene when the Flash is running next to Superman and his eyes darts over, and now I'm immediately like, okay, cool, the Flash is useless on the team because Superman's just as fast as him now.
Yeah.
So what's the point of even having him? And the way he runs, fucking like he's ice skating. What is that, dude? I hate that. I have a lot of problems with Justice League.
I like the animated DC movies.
Animated DC movies are so good.
Are so
like
good.
Justice League,
That's what it should
Dark. Yeah, dude. I've always said if DC wanted to make a successful cinematic universe, just
Copy that.
into real life. Yeah, just like word for word. Like they don't even need to be big actors, because I know a lot of it has like a lot of the characters together. They don't even need to be big actors, you know? They could be, like, B-list actors, and just, like, on how good it is, like, how good, like, the
Make
writing
them
and everything is. Exactly. Elevate them. That's what the MCU did. Absolutely.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert,
I mean, he was already.
he was, yeah, I mean, he was in Tropic Thunder, and he was in a bunch of other stuff.
Sherlock Holmes.
Holmes came out after Iron Man, didn't it?
They came out like 2008.
When did Iron Man? I thought Iron Man came out in 06. I might be totally
No,
wrong. I'm also not
08.
going to fact check it.
Yeah. I'll fact check it.
Yeah, he'll fact check it. Okay, he's Googling it. Hold up, we'll see. Which one are you looking up? And I'll look up
I'm
the
looking
other.
up Sherlock Holmes.
I'll look up Iron Man 1. Hold up. We're gonna put a penny on this. Iron Man.
Sherlock Holmes came out in 2009.
What's the... Okay, 2009? 2008, buddy. You owe me $1.
No, well, see, the thing is, it's not...
No, you lost. No, you lost.
Iron Man wasn't that big.
Iron Man was huge. That's what... Chris, they made an entire universe because of how good it was.
Well, yeah, no. But the thing is, like... Well, viewership... It was incredible how it picked up a lot of, like, viewership, like, a lot of comic book people. But at that time, I think DC was still... Because the Batman Begins, they still had, like, that little hold.
Yeah, because
and when the Dark Knight came out, it's regarded as one of the best superhero movies ever. It is, but it's extremely overrated in my opinion. Like, Heath Ledger is amazing, but Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne just leaves a lot to be desired. Very stiff. He's a great Batman, a fantastic Batman, but a really bland, boring Bruce Wayne. I feel like Bruce Wayne could have had a little bit more, but his version of Batman has been the best.
Oh yeah, for sure. But out of that trilogy, that's the only one I like.
My favorite is Dark Knight Rises. That's my
favorite. And I hate that because they know it's hard to understand Bane. They know it's hard, and they didn't add subtitles, and they didn't fix it. They were like, not our problem. So like, perhaps while he's murdering Iron Man, we'll shoot him before throwing him off a plane. What? Fucking enunciate your words, Bane. Ugh.
I think it was a little bit more clear than that.
Not really.
You were born in the dark. No, I was born in the dark. I was born in the molded by. I don't know. Tom Hardy was kind of a crazy casting because he's not too big. He was like 5'9".
Yeah.
And not even that swole.
Yeah, but Tom Hardy was a good Venom.
Venom?
Tom Hardy.
I literally just watched the ending
today on our lunch break,
and I didn't even watch the whole movie. I just watched the ending clips.
You never seen the movie?
Well, I've seen like parts of it all on YouTube.
Oh, you should watch it. It's pretty good. It's not great, but it's worth the watch.
I'm like, the ending was like kind of dumb. How the Venom ended up being more like a cheery character, kind of, because he was like not cheery. I'm not gonna call it character development, but that's where a lot of character development heads nowadays become more cheery.
Right.
But he was like, yeah, I'm kind of a dork. Or what'd he say? He's like, on his own planet, he's like a dork or like a nerd.
A loser. Yeah. And he's like, Eddie, you're kind of a loser. He's like, how do you know that? He's like, 'cause on my planet, I am, like you, a loser. Or something like to that extent. Yeah. And you're like, that thing just ate a guy's head. I don't want to sympathize with it.
Exactly. Well, no, because it's different in anime. We'll have to say that, but that's probably the biggest like difference between you and I, because I feel like you and I are similar in a lot of ways. But Chris here is a fucking weeb. I'm not a weeb.
He's
I just
straight up a
like,
weeb.
Probably like 12 shows.
He likes like 50 animes. You like My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia.
You like Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan is beautiful.
You like Black Butler.
It's Black Clover. You don't even know the fucking name.
Black Butler's an anime, buddy.
Well, I never said Black. See, I'm not even like not that much of a weeb.
He likes Dragon Ball.
It's alright.
He likes One Piece.
I hate One Piece.
He likes Naruto a lot.
Love Naruto.
He likes Naruto a lot.
You have to respect it. One Punch Man. You gotta say.
Yeah, he likes Boruto a lot.
Boruto was alright. Boruto wasn't like all that. It was a big flop, but in the manga's going off.
You like the other one that you're super into.
Black Clover.
Tokyo Ghoul.
No, I like.
You like Sword Art Online.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Don't like Sword Art Online.
Why not?
At all. I like Fate/Zero.
You like. Oh, you like Death Note a lot.
Not a lot, but I like it. There's a lot of respect for it.
He likes a lot of anime because he's a fucking weeb.
No.
Yeah.
A good one that I really like.
What's the one that you were telling me you were watching today?
Vinland Saga. Or they're kind of like all popular anime.
So you're a mainstream weeb. You're not even a cool
no,
one who likes...
I mean, because a lot of the animes aren't that popular. Just a couple of them are.
But the ones that are fucking massive. Like My Hero and Attack on Titan. Remember when Attack on Titan was the biggest thing in the world for a minute?
No, the reason why it wasn't the next Naruto or like Dragon Ball was because it took like 4 years to make the...
Yeah, I was like, season 3 just came out, right? And
like last year. There's supposed to be another one at the, coming this year. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the animes never take off how it should have, because studios passing them around and not choosing like what is like not what they don't pass around like because they Attack on Titan got passed around by like 3 different studios. Same thing happened with One Punch Man. They would have taken off to be one of the best.
Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan and One Punch Man. It took like 6 years to make the 2nd season. And by then, like, most of the hype died down.
Because it's 6 years since anything happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't like waiting that long like
so good.
Waiting that long make it like more like exciting when it came out, just like it was with Avengers?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, it had shitty animation. Because the studio that did it, I forgot what they were called. They passed it to Rocket Jump Studio. I forgot what they're called. Rocket House. I think that's what it was called or something like that. They got passed to them and like they really didn't care about it.
Right.
Just like Black Clover right now, Period Studios are just like, because they animate Boruto and Black Clover. They give more focus to Boruto because of Naruto. But thing is, like, their most animated scenes are alright. Like the one Asta and Yuno versus Lick was probably one of the best animated scenes. I didn't
in the series or
yeah,
okay.
And they did this one fight. It's kind of like a parallel because Naruto and Naruto in the second half of the Pain fight, the animation was terrible for like one episode and people rioted. And so they changed it back to the nice smoother one. And I think that's what they did in Black Clover, the same mistake they did. The things you learn from your mistakes. So the anime's only going to get better.
Yeah, dude, we'll see. Yeah. What's that for? He flipped me off for no reason. I don't know why.
I just have to.
That's so mean.
It's custom to do it now. Every time I see Derek, I have to flick him off.
I don't like that. That's a bad move. That's mean. But I think we're gonna end it right here, right? I mean, where are we at? We're at over an hour. I feel like it's late.
And this was a pilot. This was
an impromptu thing. We decided yesterday. Yesterday we were like, hey, we should make a podcast. And then I was like, I got the stuff. Come over. So we went to work and then we came down here and we busted it out.
Over time, I bet one day we'll look back at this and be like, we're terrible.
Yeah.
Because this is everywhere. All the conversations. I either lose my train of thought right now because certain reasons. Or like we'll just go off on really long tangents about.
But like I want that to be like the style of the podcast. See, like here we are like pitching the idea to each other. I just want the idea of the podcast is just be like how free flowing it is. Like we could have like a bullet board of topics.
Yeah. And
then just like rant and talk and chill because
it's
like you said,
it's very impulsive. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. That's how I am.
It's so free flowing. Yeah, I'm into it. I hope the people are into it. I don't know about you, but I had an awesome time, and I cannot wait to do this again.
I bet like more people that are listening to this channel look at us like those fucking idiots.
Dude, that's fine. I don't care. I'm having a good time. Man, this is cool. I don't know how to end a podcast.
All right,
so I'm gonna let you sign out.
This was another day, another podcast.
I'm your boy Derek.
And I'm Chris for Shizzle, the one and only. Let's go. But appreciate y'all if y'all take the time out your day to listen.